So I'm Alex, I'm the bassist of Witch Fever, and we are at the Institute in Birmingham. We, as a band, didn't tour a lot before the pandemic. Before it was a lot of like mega buses and carrying all our gear and like being stranded in London at 3 o'clock in the morning. So now it's good, we've got like the right infrastructure, we've got the right gear, and I think like we definitely just are very grateful that we can continue to do it. My highlight show of the year is definitely Play With My Chemical Romance at the stadium. I had my amp with me then. Yeah, it looked very small on that very big stage, but it sounded great. I love my Laney Digbeth. It's been with me all across Europe. It's like the perfect size for me to be able to transport it. It's very like durable. Yeah, I have a very just hands-on approach to sculpting my sound and creating my tone, and I don't really have any idea what anything means. I don't know about EQs, but I think none of that matters. And it's very accessible for someone to just be able to listen and then find what sounds best for them. It's not too complicated, which I think is the best way to be.
Oh my, how you've grown!
It's very versatile, and I can use it in my practice room and I can use it on stage, and it packs the punch I need it to. In terms of my musical journey, my dad's really into music. He's into a lot of like prog rock, so I kind of grew up on like Pink Floyd. He's also into a lot of like old classics, you know, it's like Motorhead, that kind of thing. And then he introduced me to The Cure, and I think my actual music taste kind of stemmed from that. I got really into the Smiths. My musical taste has pivoted so much since I joined Witch Fever. Like, I wasn't really into heavy music. Like, it's only really been like a year since I've ever listened to even like Deftones. And now I'm like, I love it. Our ultimate dreams as a band are honestly just to all make a living off it. It's really tough at the minute for musicians to kind of make enough money to survive. So yeah, the #1 goal is that we can do it full time and we don't need like crap bar jobs to support us. I think personally, like, I'd love to do like Jules Holland. I'd love to play a good stage at Glastonbury, tour America and beyond. Yeah, the world's the limit, you know? We all know each other too well. And it's really nice, especially being like women and like non-binary people, we can kind of navigate an industry that isn't really built for us in a way where we can prop each other up and we can bounce off each other, and then we're not all alone, you know? As a band, we're all into very different things, and I think that is like what makes Witch Fever kind of unique. Is like I have a real post-punk edge. Alicia's very into like Nirvana, like grunge. Amy's really into hardcore. It all culminates in like the first record was a really good opportunity for us to just like lay down our raw sound, but I think going forward we have a very strong plan of how we want the second album to be, and we want it to be softer and heavier than it has ever been before. We started as a very thrashy punk band, and it was all about live experience and how we felt on stage, and I think like through recording the first album we've kind of like we understand the nuance of space. With Amy's lyrics, they have such like a personal message, and it's very unique to her experience. You know, it's about her relationship with God growing up, and it's about her experience in the church, but it's a greater message of like an overlooming patriarchal power, and you can kind of apply what she's saying to any walk of life. Yeah, I think the best thing about performing is having the opportunity to like share our experience with other people and for it to resonate with them.